Hello everybody and welcome back to another Forge Let's Play. We're back in the mod pack here. Um, Today we're just going to kind of be doing a little bit of mining and letting our crops grow before we move from where we're at. Um, and also another reason I want to do that is so I get some armor before I go running around in this world, because I'll probably die. I don't think I can make anything with the copper ingots, so I'm going to get back underneath here, and I'm going to mine some more, just because I need to find at least some iron or something to get some basic armor going before we take off into this world, because there's a lot of hard to kill creatures everywhere. I'd rather have some protection than none. I'm not sure what this is. This is tin ore. Yeah, we need tin to make our spaceship, so we definitely use some of this. Another reason I want to adventure is because there's adventure backpacks, different types of adventure backpacks hidden in different random villages and houses and stuff that are spawned in. So I need to go find one of them, so that way I can store some stuff in it and save bag space. And of course, I'm sure, as you know, how backpacks go, you carry more with you. So that way, if I go on a big mining trip, I don't have to worry about stopping when my bags get full and go back. I can pack in lots and lots. So that's the plan, at least. I believe there's going to be water this direction. So we're not going to go that way. We're going to go a little bit deeper. I haven't found any iron at all, and I'm kind of bothers me because my pickaxe is going to go, and I'm going to have to be making them out of stone. And I can't mine certain things without it, so luckily we got some iron here. I need to get enough to make a tool and maybe a piece of armor, which I don't think is going to happen. It may not be enough down here for that. But we are getting plenty of pieces for our spaceship, so this is great. Eventually, I'm going to start looking at the recipes and how to craft certain items, because there's some pretty neat items you can you can get. They've got like arc lamps and all kinds of neat stuff. You'll see as we progress. But also with the furniture model, when I decide to build my house, I'm going to want a lot of extra stuff to build everything, because you build bathtubs and showers and toilets and all kinds of crazy nonsense. So that's at least the plan. We'll see how it goes. I'm at least finding some stuff now, so that's a plus. I just need some more iron. I need to get as much of that as I possibly can. And this tin ore, because this tin ore is going to make a huge difference. It's part of how you construct one of the ships. So you can get different tier rockets too. So what we're going to do is, the plan is we're just going to make a tier 1. Tier 1 will only get us to probably the moon. But I'll have to make sure I bring enough fuel and fuel and pieces to make a new launch pad, because you gotta have a launch pad for the ship to hook up to, and also I'll need a launch pad. I'll need that needs something different. I need a launch pad, as well as a launch controller and a fuel loader. So I'm gonna have to double everything that I make, so when I get somewhere I don't get stuck. What kind of spawn egg we got here? We got a dried sea monster spawn egg. So I guess we'll take that. Snatch it out of here. I probably don't need to use a tool. I need a shovel, but I don't bring one, so. This, I'm not sure why it takes so long to mine. It might just been, yeah, see, I just destroyed it. So I'm not sure. I may need a diamond to do that one, so we'll have to wait on that one. Because right now there's nothing I can really do with it, other than just ruin my pickaxe more than I already have. But luckily, we should have enough iron to make, got 11 pieces, so I can at least make a new pickaxe and maybe a piece of armor. So we got at least a start on it. That's strange, just one little piece by itself. There's more iron. Yeah, I'll take as much iron as it's wanting to give me. Eventually, we'll find some of the other stuff they've got. This is with ore spawn being on this, I have the ultimate armor, ultimate weapon, stuff like that, which are pretty neat. They're pretty strong, and they're good to have. There is a cave. There we go. That's what we needed. Let's get over here and get a light down there, so if any monsters aren't down there, we can go ahead and let them go. And what I'm going to do is, before I go down there, I've got to find my way back to the top, wherever it is. I went way down this way, didn't I? Yep. So we want to go that way. So I'm just going to block off these, so I know to go that way. And that way it's just a straight shot down. We're going to go smelt some of this and make some stuff, just because we need more tools and armor. So let's get this salt ore out of there. Let's get our iron going. Another thing I need to worry about, probably not. I've got lots of wood. I can make some charcoal instead of other stuff. But we're just going to drop that in there for now. I've got my tomatoes. I need to get some bacon. I'll have to work on getting bacon, so I can make some BLT sandwiches. I need bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes, obviously, and bread. The bacon's going to be the different part, because we've got to find a pig. I think is how you get it. I may be wrong in that, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and get some more bread going here. Another good thing about this is I believe you can use this and turn it into flour. Yes, I can. Okay, so your crops will yield more than they normally would, because you don't have to have the 3 wheat to do it. So I'm just kind of letting this grow so we can get plenty of food and stuff. This guy right here is vicious. He'll set the whole house on fire if I get too close to him. I do want to venture more, because there's lots and lots to see in this mod pack. I think I can see a house. Yeah, I can see a Farlander's house way over there. But there's lots to see in this mod pack. Different bosses, different dimensions, all kinds of neat stuff. So that's the plan. What we're going to do is I'm probably going to make a couple more furnaces here, just to speed up process. Also, I can upgrade these when I get enough iron and stuff to upgrade them into better furnaces. That's why I got that better furnaces mod. Let's see if I can find them. They also have upgrades you can create for them as well. This right here is a plain adventure backpack. This one you can add items to it and turn them into, say, a bat or an Enderman or anything like that. And you get certain qualities, a buff per se, every time. What is this? Remote post effect. So it depends on what you mix it with. I'm not sure exactly how to create them, but I know you can make just the basic backpack. I think maybe a spawn egg. You mix them together to create it, but don't quote me on that because I'm not exactly too sure. That's why I go to different villages, because a lot of different villages and places have the. See, here's a gold furnace, diamond, hell furnace, extreme furnace. These furnaces come with upgrades. You can upgrade them and go super duper fast, which is a great thing to have. Also, this has a Stargate mod. We can build Stargates as well. The only problem with the Stargates is getting the fuel rods to power it. I'm not even really seeing them in the list anywhere. But you gotta have the fuel rods to power them, so that'll be a difficult task. We need to make some of those too. But here's the ultimate armor. It's really good armor. We'll need it before we go to try to fight Mobzilla to get his armor, because he'll be the next step. There's the power rod right there. We need this right here to power any Stargate that we may create. So we'll get to that. What we're gonna do with this is we're gonna plop these over and try to get some stuff going here. I need to get more stuff smelting and speed up my process here, because I've actually been in this house longer than I really wanted to be. I wanted to travel already, but I'm not finding enough materials to make it a speedy process, so I'm sure we'll get to that though. I'm going to take all the important stuff out of there, put it over there. Yeah, that should be enough. So we're just going to put the more valuables over here next to the bed. Alright, so now we got those done. Let's get some more food cooking. I'm gonna need some sticks. I need to make some more tools. Namely, just another pickaxe. Just because I don't want it to break on me. And we can make a little bit of armor to survive a little bit better with. So hopefully while I'm down there I can find what I need. And we're going to start with a chest plate and probably legs. Yep. Okay, so at least we have a start on it. So it's better than nothing. So let's go on and hop in bed here. Get it swapped over today. And we'll get moving here. It should be plenty for now, so I'm just going to save my wood. No problem, so thank you. Alright, let's get this other stuff smelting, and we're going to go back down in the mine. I'm pretty sure I had some tin ore. There's my tin ore. So we're just going to get these smelting and going, and we're going to come back down here and mine just a little bit more before we move along. There we go. Got plenty of food. That should last us just fine. I am going to take a little bit of this wood with me. Every time I do go, I always forget to bring wood. And wood's pretty vital to have. So what we're going to do is just going to move this over. Now we have a little bit of armor. We won't be able to at least get killed as fast. I know it's probably going to happen just because of the mobs that are in this. I'll probably get killed pretty quick. They're rather difficult to take down. Should have brought some stone so I could build some stairs. So we're just going to knock away the wall here a little bit. And there we go. I know that was going to happen soon. And try to build a staircase down. I don't really hear any mobs down there per se, but it doesn't mean they're not there. So my Facebook's over here just going absolutely haywire today. So we're going to get down here. Let's see what we can see. Looks like maybe a dead end this direction. Maybe. Difference compared to that end. But we're just going to hop on down there and get at it. Whatever happens is whatever happens. So luckily they're kind of blocked from getting in. So if anything does come through, I'll tunnel around this and fix the stairs some. But I want to go ahead and get what I can while I'm here. We'll have to go to certain dimensions and go mining to get other things, which isn't really no big deal, as long as we have an ant. But I have those saved ant nests, so at least I know I have a guaranteed a guaranteed spot to get some to get through dimensions. Because once I put down the ant nest and the ants come out, I can just pick it right back up and take it with me, so I don't ever have a problem. Because you got to click on the ants to get different places. Hopefully no crazy mob comes flying out of there, because I'm probably not going to be ready for all that. But there's some pretty neat stuff to see in this. That's why I put it together. I've been working on it for a while, putting together one I liked, the way it looked, etc., etc. And so far, I've liked a lot of the ones that I have. So it's worked out in my favor somewhat. There's different types of creepers. I mean, all kinds of stuff. So I kind of got to be careful what I'm doing and pay attention to where I'm going, because these guys will eat me up really, really quick. So one thing I need to do is I need to make me some more torches. I know I just got some more coal and I'm fixing to burn through it. But we need it right now just because of where we're at. Now, what's that? Fragmented carbon. I think I can turn that into biofuel for fuel for the ship. For when we are ready to space travel, it'll be there. They'll give us a start there for now. I just got to learn how all that works. I'm not super familiar with it all yet, so I like the mods, but I'm not completely 100% familiar with them. So it'll be a learning process as we go to see how far we're actually going to get. So that'll be a hit or miss kind of deal. But we will make it happen, and we will travel, and we will see some pretty neat stuff that you don't really want to see in Minecraft. So it's always a plus. I hear some lava underneath me, so we're probably going to go for that. Try to get as much as I can here. Another reason I'm mining where I'm at is so those crops can grow, and we can have a better start to travel, because there's some mantises and bees that fly around. I think the mantises are harder to kill than anything, so you gotta pay attention to the mantises. The bees as well, though, because see, the bees will poison you too. So not on top of taking, I think, like 3 hearts of damage per hit, they also poison you. So that's never a good thing. What do we got here? Aluminum ore. Looks like we'll be needing aluminum as well. I know you can use aluminum as decorative blocks. You can also use them. I know I can hear a lot of lava. But you also need aluminum blocks to build a space station when you're actually on the moon. Now you can make a space station in orbit around the planet. There's another way up there. I don't want to get too lost in here. If you know from my normal Let's Play, me and caves, I get lost very easy in caves. That's one thing I'm really bad at, and I also have to be careful what all I mine here, because there's strobe blocks as well. Some of these blocks will be ant blocks, and that'll cause a slight problem. But I am going to show you something pretty neat with ants. Once you start killing them, makes a quick escape route. I'm just going to turn into a rainbow ant real quick. Let's see, I'm going to be very small. Oh, look, a little x-ray there. I can see what's going on in the world around me. Looks like we've got some pockets of good stuff around. I see some, is that an emerald block? I don't know why it's an emerald block. The only problem is you have to pay attention, as you can see, is I have a half a heart. So that tells you how easily, it's like this next chamber here goes pretty deep into some water down there. But you have to be careful when you're an ant, because the simple fact is if something attacks you, they're going to kill you almost instantly. Looks like I'm on the block I'm standing in yet. I guess I'm going to have to get... Alright, let's see. Let me go back to normal. I'll show you what I'm trying to do here. You're probably confused trying to figure out just what I'm doing. What we're going to do is we're just going to dig a single block that way. So luckily you can turn into an ant for a quick bit of ways and run through the hole. And see, now you're safe. Oh, see, I just died. See, that didn't take long at all. See, that's another thing you got to be really careful with, is being an ant, because you can die almost absolutely instantly. So that was not a good turnout. Ow. Why am I dying? Okay, so we got to come back down here in hopes that nothing spawned in, and retrieve our things. That's one thing I don't have on, is keep inventory. So once I die, I just lose everything. So hopefully nothing spawned in that short moment I was gone. And luckily it's pretty close to the house too, so looks like this house was a good location for a lot of tunnels and stuff underneath, so not bad. I'm gonna have to punch through the stone to get further in there, because everything's closer to the back. It may take a second here, but we'll get in there. But in certain situations, being an ant is a good thing, and in certain situations it's a bad thing, obviously, as you just seen. So, I mean, it happens. I'm not going to be upset about it, but let's just kind of get set back up here so we're not a complete cluster. There's lots of lava around here. That I have noticed. We're going to grab some more of this iron, and then we're going to take back off upstairs. And things should be grown enough to move a little bit further. There's some pretty important ore in this direction. We're going to definitely need some of this. This should give us nuggets, uranium. We need titanium and uranium to make the ultimate armor, so we're going to have lots and lots of this, which is probably going to take quite a while, because one thing that I couldn't get in this mod pack was the chicken chest to duplicate my items. I know chicken chest is a little overpowered in my opinion, but it's got to be one of the most helpful tools for Crazycraft. And another thing they use it in Crazycraft is because they made it so hard. And the reason I refer to that is because of the ore spawn mod. Ore spawn is from the Crazycraft series mod pack, so it's another thing you kind of got to be careful with. And there are flowers down here, so they use that because things are hard to acquire, and it just overall helps you get everything you need without the world just overpowering you, because it'll overpower you in a heartbeat. We'll discover that later as we continue through all this madness. So we've got 17 iron. I want to make sure I can make enough full set of armor, so I'm going to come down here and get the rest of this. And then we're going to head out of here and go on a traveling adventure. I need to cut down some trees. I'm not going to do a instant structure like I did when I started. Like I said, I was going to just abandon it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because I didn't create it on my own. Everything I'm going to make here is going to be something I've made from stuff I've collected. So that's another reason why I'm just going to leave it, because it was just to get us started in the right direction without just getting wiped out from the get-go, because getting wiped out from the get-go is pretty saddening. Alright, so that'll give us we have a pretty good start on things now, so we should be able to make a full set of armor, and we should have plenty of food to move along. Crops should be grown enough by now. And I don't think I'm going to go any deeper down here. I've gotten pretty much some basics of what I want. I'm not going to break that one because it's most likely a troll block. It's probably full of ants that are going to attack me, and I don't have a whole bunch of armor. I've already died down here once being an ant, so it'd be a little bit of irony to die by more ants, being attacked by them instead of dying as being one of them. Same thing with these gold too. I mean, you gotta think it's in a strange place, and it's probably gonna be full of ants. Oh, but it was actually gold. I'm not sure what the percentage in these are of troll blocks, but I know they are there. Most of the time they're emerald or diamond, the more valuable ones. So they kind of save the lesser ores to actually be what they are. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back up to the house. We're gonna be done in this hole for now. And once we get moving along, we'll be good to go. So we're just going to head back up to the house and be done with it. I'm going to seal the floor back up so nothing can follow me back up. Because I have a feeling stuff's going to follow me. Thought I heard something a minute ago walking behind me, but I may have been wrong. But if there was, it's locked underground now, and it's nighttime. So let's just refill our things here, and we can move along. So we're going to give that one some more. We're going to move you out, move you in, and we're going to put you there. That'd be perfect. So we're going to smelt our stuff before we go. That way I can round up what I have, what I don't have, finish making my armor, stuff like that. And then we'll move along. Now, I'll have to make some discs when I do go to space. If I want to make a space station in orbit around the moon and the planets, but that'll take some time to get to, so we're not going to worry about that right yet. I'm just going to kind of get some things together. We're going to hop in bed here. I'm going to take that other bed with me. I'm just going to leave this place here, so that way in the event that I do die, at least I'll spawn back in the house and I'll have some items, so I'm not just completely stuck with nothing. So let's just get the rest of our armor built here. And let that stuff smelt, and then we'll get out of here. I'm not sure if any of these crops are ready yet. Some of them have grown quite a bit. The wheat's more liable to use, just because you can use one piece to make bread with, besides three. So, and it's got a higher saturation than most things. Kind of like baked potato. Look, strawberries are just about done. They're all pretty red. I might take some baked potatoes, maybe. I mean, it pretty much has corn, it has cabbage, it has strawberries, it has tomatoes. It's got pretty much everything. That's why I like those instant gardens, and they're pretty easy to make. So you don't need. I think you need like a piece of redstone, a seed, and maybe a bucket of water or something to make it. So it's a pretty simple recipe to make those. So there's 10 more bread whenever one of these is finished doing its thing. That one right there looks good. So we're getting a good start on some stuff. That's cooking. There we go. Now we make our boots. At least we'll have a full set of armor now, and it's not as bad. So we're in all iron now. Well, we've got a good farm. We got things going. Got a good start of materials. I'm gonna run around and check out some of these houses. I am actually fixing to run over to this Farlander's house and see if there's anything in there of value that we can use. Another thing, I got to be careful when I do this, of course, because if there's a golem there, I'm gonna have to fight him. And the golems are pretty hard because they knock you up in the air and they do quite a bit of damage, and then you get the fall damage on top of that. So you just kind of got to be careful of how it goes. Now these apple cows, I'm gonna kill them because those are really nice to have, and all I mainly need is one apple. There we go. One apple, and I'll show you why I need just one apple here in just a second. Whoa, come here, apple cow. It's glitching through the wall and everything. Okay, so we're going to come in here to this Farlander's house. Do you have anything? He wants to trade indium for pumpkin seeds. You got anything in your stove? No, you do not. So this guy was a wasted trip. I'm just going to leave him be. This probably leads to the one I was in. Just another far end of it. So we're going to leave that Farlander there. I'm not going to mess with that guy. We'll come back over here. What I am going to do is I'm going to show you what these apples will do. Apples aren't just apples in this. I don't know if any of you are familiar with any of this, but with just one apple you'll get 6 seeds, and these grow instantly. This is why I really, really like these for this reason right here. Get out of the way. We plant our tree and it automatically comes up. Now what it'll do is it'll start decaying. And as it decays, apples, regular apples, enchanted apples, etc., will come out of it. So what we're going to do while we can is we're just going to chop the whole thing down super fast. It's that way the whole thing decays all at once, and it'll drop loads and loads of apples in different types, so it's always good to have. That'll help us from dying too bad, so this is perfect. So it gives you tons, and I have 5 more seeds to do, so you can get an idea of you're going to get woods, you're going to get food. And now that apple right there is a very dangerous apple, and it says, oh my god, no, don't do it. And I'm serious when it says don't do it, because it is without a doubt extremely intense. It's the biggest tree you've ever seen in your life, and they take up lots of space. And well, see, they've got different things on it, because a lot of them will have iron golems, and they'll have chests all through the tree. So we'll save that for another day. We'll plant one, and you'll see what it does, how big it is, and you'll understand what I mean when I say when it says, "Oh my God, no, don't do it," because it is very intense. Now there is a dimension that has those trees already in them, and I believe that's the dimension that has the king and queen in it. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. But you can see how much I'm getting from this. I mean, it's ridiculous. A ridiculous amount of wood on top of a ridiculous amount of apples. That's a nice thing about just getting. I only need just one apple, and it'll turn into this, and it's just a great thing to have. So those apple cows are a good find to run across. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. We've got another OMG apple. What's this one? It's a Fortune 2. So they don't stack, so I gotta be careful of how many of those I actually get. I'm probably gonna leave one behind here. Take one with me. Alright, so I only got 3 more trees to go, and you can see exactly how much I'm getting here. So if you do play this one and you get an apple, at least you know your quickest means of survival. Another good thing is I'll keep the enchanted golden apples in my hand with my normal food, and I'm gonna do that for a reason. Is because of the mobs that run around here, because it's got infernal mobs as well. So we kind of got to keep an eye on those guys. They're dangerous. But I think I've got enough for now. I don't want to get too carried away with chopping down these trees. I know it's not super exciting, but it's just a nice example of how yielding they actually are. And I can ditch these because I have tons more. So I think we're pretty much done with that part, and our materials should be done smelting, as they are. So we're just going to store some stuff here in the event that I do die traveling. We're going to take 1 whole stack of wood with us. Let's go ahead and cook this food. We'll leave the leather, leave the melons. We're going to take a stack of apples. We're going to keep all our enchanted apples. And our ant nests. But I need to find a backpack is what I really need to work on doing. I'd like to go ahead and get some of this other stuff smelting as well, just to get it out of the way. But I think that's going to add it up for today. Thank you for joining me, and we will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.